Consumer. Any animal that eats plants or other plant-eating animals. Decomposers. Organisms such as fungi that break down the remains of or waste from other organisms. Producer. Any plant or algae that produces the food and oxygen animals need.
I'm paddling over thousands of organisms. Most of them you can't see with the naked eye. In fact, one handful of water contains dozens, if not hundreds, of microscopic organisms called plankton. Plankton are organisms that float in the water. Phytoplankton is one type. It is a mixture of microscopic plants. Phytoplankton is found in ponds, lakes, and is found throughout the world's oceans, as seen in various colors on this satellite image. It is a very important food source and is also responsible for producing oxygen. Phytoplankton, like other green plants, is a producer, meaning that it produces or makes its own food. Producers take simple raw materials and convert them into food. Converting energy from the sun, along with water and a gas called carbon dioxide, plants make a simple sugar called glucose. Most animals, including humans, either directly or indirectly utilize the energy that plants bind up in sugar or food they produce. Producers are the ultimate source of energy in most ecosystems. Organisms that cannot make their own food, such as these cows, depend on producers for food and energy. In this case, they are eating grass, which is a producer. When animals, like these sheep, eat grass, they are called consumers. Other types of animals, such as this hawk, consume animals. They are also called consumers. You may be wondering what I'm using for bait. I'm using an artificial fly that imitates an organism that lives under these rocks, a caddis insect. It eats microscopic plants. It is a special kind of consumer called a herbivore. Herbivores are animals that eat plants. Here, in the White River, nymphs of a variety of insects are often eaten by fish, such as trout. Trout eat other animals, thus they are called carnivores. Consumers that eat other animals are called carnivores. In other words, they are meat eaters. Trout are consumers, eating nymphs and other small animals. The nymph is called the prey. Another very important player in food webs are decomposers. Decomposers consist of fungi, worms, bacteria, molds, and any creature which helps break down dead organisms. They are constantly at work, as is this mold on a piece of bread. When you walk through the forest, you don't see towering piles of dead trees and animals. That is because decomposers break them down. These logs in the White River are decomposing at this very moment. And household scraps and yard trimmings are being broken down in this compost pile. Adding decomposers to our food web, we can see that everything is eventually broken down by decomposers. Decomposers, like these worms, recycle nutrients from dead organisms, allowing living ones to flourish.